Just so everybody knows, we're sitting here having a picnic, and I've seen hummingbirds, chipmunks, there was a coyote earlier, there's flowers. The flowers aren't in full bloom. Wait till about June and all the flowers will come out in this meadow. But I just want to say, there was a bird with red wings underneath. There was two types of bluish birds I took photos of. The hummingbirds are hard to take pictures of, but whoa. What the heck?
Fighting. One of them's got food. One of them picked up the bread.
Oh, and they're fighting?
Now they're fighting over it. See that?
What, the yellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had yellow on the wings. These birds are exotic here. All the birds are exotic. I've never seen these birds, some of these birds. The hummingbirds are so fast. Folks, we got a couple hummingbirds. They hang out right here. As soon as I stand up to take their pick or move, they take off. There are lots of hummingbirds here, lots of bird life. I've never seen this type of bird life in the Sierras, but this would be the pasture, and the corrals would be near here, and you can see, I'll try to zoom in and show you. I'll try to zoom in and... I try to zoom in, folks, and show you. You can see the old wood post. Obviously, you had to keep the sheep corralled because there are coyotes and they will take them down. We found a skull and some bones. It may not be paranormal, but it just proves there are things out here that eat other animals, predators. And I just captured on film birds fighting also, so that was pretty cool. Bird fight, who wins? Look at these bird species flying around. I don't know what any of these birds are.
The ones where their wings look like a V, have you seen those?
Those
are
down there.
swallows.
Swallows, yeah. Oh man, there's birds everywhere. I'm bird watching, this is it. I'm gonna take pics of birds, man. And then we'll head up to Sardine Peak. This is Lord Rick. Check us out, our site. We'll have hundreds and hundreds, actually almost 1,100 to 1,200 paranormal and historical investigations and expeditions into Bigfoot, UFOs, ghost, and anything strange. www.paranormalghostsociety.org. 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, the natives that would have had their village in this region or close to here would have seen the same views that our viewers are seeing right now. There's a little birdhouse I wanted to show you. I'm just walking around looking for any more bones. There's a lot of bird life here, and I took some really great bird photos. Our photography that we do is very skillful. We take our time. And eventually we do put them on the website. It's just a little extra treat. There's not many paranormal sites that run things like National Geographic. We just do all sorts of different projects, working with nature and the paranormal at the same time. Because it's, Bigfoot's part of nature. You got to understand nature to get to it. You really do, and its behavior and how it works. And so respectfully, these places we preserve through photos, video, and all sorts of other great content you could see on our site, all categorized. We had case after case, place after place. There's 2 more birdhouses. Look at this log. It rotted out from the inside and fell over. Whoa! Hey, there's a well or something right here. Wow! Didn't expect to find... That's deep and green. Woo! Don't go swimming in that. There's a bird flying around here, checking me out. Cesspool. Oh. Oh man, look at the view. Holy shit. See what exploring does? You find birdhouses and cesspools, old wood board. Oh man. See what you can find when you explore. It's almost surreal. Look at that beautiful view, big open expanse of meadows. It's surrounded by woods, snow-capped peaks. This is where the sheep grazed. This meadow it wasn't just a meadow. in the summertime, this was a food source for the sheep. And they put fences up. There are coyote, black bear, mountain lions. Occasionally an attack would happen. There's these little mud piles, like something big came walking through here, but I don't think so. I think that this was marshland, or the snow melted, leaving the mud patches around. But it just looks like a dinosaur came through here, and it's not. Look, there's a pole in the middle of the field. A lot of bird houses, a lot of bird life. Look at that. Sorry, it's bumpy, but I'm walking in potholes, man. Look at this. How odd. You can't drive back. You're supposed to, at least. It's about making discoveries. Trust me. I'm here to celebrate. History. I'm looking for Bigfoot. Another cesspool. Oh, holy crap. Don't fall in that. I'm looking for Sasquatch prints in the middle of the Sierras. The Tahoe National Forest. Almost on the boundary of Sierra National Forest. There's just a pipe protruding out of the ground. Look at that. Man. There's a hawk flying. I captured what I could. Hope it's good enough. Does everybody feel like they're with me? Swallows. Oh man. Gorgeous day. Warm out. Spring. Oh man, you know what this is? It's a creek. It's a creek. Check this out. And this is a little tributary. And there's some kind of footprint. Something stirred up the mud here. Look. It's just a creek that winds through the middle, making this land lush so that sheep could thrive here in the summer. Do you hear anything? I do. It's Mother Nature. This is for my friends. Thanks for viewing our videos. We want to thank all our fans and our friends who watch our videos and like them and enjoy. The people who really enjoy the work that we do. We'll keep putting out. If everybody likes the outdoors and all these scenic places, we'll keep doing it for you guys. Please check out our website, www.paranormalghostsociety.org. The Wheelers Sheep Herding Camp, Sheep Herding Ranch is utterly amazing. Not much remains, but this place was monolithic at one time. It probably had easily a few hundred sheep. Wow, incredible. It appears something came through here. I know there's a lot of mud piles, but this one looks more like a footprint. The dirt, if you pay attention, the dirt here, you can see it's rounded, like toes pushed up, a couple toes. Look how you have this mud. It's hard to explain, but you see this mud? This mud could have been stuck between a Sasquatch's toes. Seems like there's a couple toes. You got 1, 2, 3. It's very hard to see. But when you measure the toes to about the heel, you get about 12 to 13 inches. maybe less. There are juvenile and younger Sasquatch, and their foot size is more relevant to humans. But this is flat-footed, and you can see, I mean, it's just weird that you got a clump of dirt here throwing up. Like the toes push, bam, lifting it up, and then you had the toe marks, and then the dirt, this dirt that I'm holding. I mean, it had to be between a set of toes. Like something stepped down and the mud just formed around the foot. So I make an open argument. Could it be Sasquatch? Maybe, maybe not. But I'm documenting it. Any good scientist, cryptozoologist does that and lets the public debate on what it could possibly be. I could tell you it's a little bit strange. I can't tell you if it's Sasquatch or some human running around, maybe going in the algae-filled creek. I don't know. Beautiful meadow. It's time to head back. This may have been the spring. I'm going to tell you why. You see this pipe? Maybe the water naturally flowed. And what it did is it flowed down into this is the creek, and kept running and running, but it doesn't appear the spring's flowing. It's supposed to be a pool of water in this area. There's about little tributaries. That's what keeps this field green. In a month from now, we'll have a dozen different wildflowers, fields of wildflowers. It's just too early in spring still. Also, they're not getting a lot of water because of the drought, so a lot of wildflowers aren't growing this year. Grass is brown to green, light green. It's not as lush. Sheep really would have trouble surviving with the drought, for sure. Look at this track. Looks like it has 5 toes. No, it looks like a handprint. Yeah, this is a hand. Look where the fingers fit in. Oh, it's collapsed. Shit, sorry. Huh, very interesting. I love Sasquatch chasing. Love it. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Some old wood boards. There's one actually floating in the water, and you have another one embedded in the ground, and a post here, and then some boards covering what could have been the well. This could have been the springs rather than the pipe. Look at that. These are the springs. That's what this is, because it has wood boards leading to the lower. There's an upper one and a lower one. Almost like the springs ran up and over. And it's just, with time, it's been rotting out. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. See, the water ran through the pipe into the springs, or well, and this is where they had gotten some water. There's also a giant patch missing, or hole. Very odd. Like somebody took a shovel to it. Where is it? It's a whole chunk of dirt and grass. Look at the rest of this meadow. You don't see anything like that here. Wow. Just strange things. Leave it up for debate. Why not, right? It's good to take a skeptical approach. Sometimes we just follow odd things. They don't have to be paranormal. They could be just logically explained. But no less, this is an oddity, right? Just a hole in the ground. What was here? Couldn't be a post. It's not deep enough. It's only about 4 inches deep, and it's 3 times wider than the posts that are found here. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick. The size of this tree is so immense. Imagine the Native American people. This tree 100 years ago still existed. 200 years ago probably still existed. When there was bark houses, when the Indian village resided in this area, they seen this tree growing. They hunted deer around these trees. So I was going to say before I leave here, we took a nice picture on the tripod, and my camera is having a mind of its own. It's resetting itself. It's not focusing. Then it wants to focus on birds that are 200 feet away. It makes no sense. It's possessed, man. And I've had I've had it change settings on its own. It's just the computer's getting messed up in it. When I sent it, they did something to my computer, so the cam's not working right. It still takes good video. I'm having all kinds of problems turning off. It's not reading the memory card. It's messed up, man. I'm eating an apple before I leave because I'm going to be going to a sardine peak. Apple day keeps Lord Rick away. Brick oven. Cook some bread. Let's cook some bread. And eat apples. Apple bread. Pizza. Oh, look, it's morbid. There's even bones on the site. I'm loving this place. This is the only place I could look for Bigfoot and ghost all at the same given time. And still I was chasing butterflies in the meadow and birds, man. I got to see the spring. This place is so peaceful, there's not a human in sight. Well, those damn hummingbirds, though, they get away. They always get away. They stand still, look at me, I pull out the camera, zoom in, and bam, they fly off. It's like, where'd you go? But this tree is enormous. This is ancient area. 5,000 years civilization lived here. We gotta treat this place with respect. Put your forest fires out. Preserve this place. Don't cut down trees. Don't wreck it. No fires. I care about these places. That's why I'm here, because I care. True that, man. True that. I've done so much exploring today. It's like I've been to 8 historic sites, 10 historic sites. Walked up to a moving freight train and waved to the engineer. We did everything today, except go to the peak yet. But I found this rock, and I thought to myself, why would a rock be sitting here? Was this left by Bigfoot? Look at this. This thing weighs, I tell you right now, this thing weighs like 12 to 15 pounds. This is like, I don't know if this is granite or a piece of concrete, hand poured, because there appears to be smaller little stones or mixings in it of some other mineral. It's hard to say, but that's as hard as I can bang it. Imagine something that could do it 10 times harder, and it would echo throughout here in the region. For example, let's say deer are in the meadow and Bigfoot are nocturnal right before the sun goes down. They might bang on this to alert other Sasquatch. Let's say there's a pod of them or a family of them, 3, 4, that are hunting together, to warn the other ones maybe humans are coming, or that there's deer grazing. And if these are meat eaters, I found some bones, then it's possible they could take down a deer. People have cited that. So we got to take the rock into consideration. Maybe a human put it here, but it's very heavy. And see how the woods hollowed out right here? It kind of makes an echoing sound. It's a primate behavior. And so we have to, I see these things all over the woods, in the middle of the woods where no hikers have been. And I see this constantly. And I got to ask myself, did something put this here? I don't know. I see weird things that make no sense all the time. Sure, it could be a human. But sometimes you just got to wonder, could there be something else in the woods that's primitive and wild that uses this as a form of communication? Not an oddity. A circular mound. Somebody had a fire here and they had a bathtub. Look at that. You could sit in the bathtub as long as you don't have your inbred cousins firing buckshot into it, right? I'm just joking around. There's also some fencing right here. Definitely could have came from the ranch. There's a wood board too. I just wanted to look at this real quick. With nails in it. It's hard to say. Wow.